So there's been some guys recently who were reaching out to me because these guys are just beginning their own personal development journeys, and they're wondering why their friends around them are trying to tear them down. And these guys are trying to stop drinking, they're trying to start hitting the gym, they're trying to start doing all this good stuff that that you should be doing, but their friends are getting mad at them and lashing out at them for doing that, and they're wondering why that is because they know these are positive things. Well, first, I'm going to break down why, and second, I'm going to break down what to do about it to avoid issues. So, first, you have to realize where they're coming from, okay? This is not personal. This is not an attack on you at all. This is simply a reflection of them. You guys are all, say you guys are going out every weekend and partying hard and whatever, and you tell them, hey, I want to try and get sober. I want to start going to the gym and stuff. Like, I want to start chasing my dreams. And they're like, oh, cool, yeah. But then next week, when they ask you to go out and you say no, they get mad at you. Why is that? Like, it may feel like an attack on you because they're taking it out on you, but it's not. Let me explain. It's a reflection of them. So these guys, you are dropping the drink, doing these good things that they're hard to do. They are very hard to do, but these guys have probably tried to do this a few times and have always gone back to it. So you doing that feels like an attack on their ego because you're doing something that they don't feel like they can do right now. Even though you're just doing something positive for yourself. You're not hurting them in any way, but subconsciously you're hurting their ego by doing that because they don't feel like they can do it and they know they should. So instead of improving themselves and doing it with you, it's easier to lash out at you, and it's easier to make you seem like the bad guy. It's easier to do that. So that's what usually ends up happening. But it's not an attack on your personality or anything about you. Like, if they got mad at you, I could be in your shoes and do the same thing and they'd lash out at me the same way. It's not an attack on you as a person or your personality traits or anything like that. It's simply the fact that they got their ego hurt and don't want you to keep succeeding, because the more you succeed, the more they're going to get their ego hurt because you were in the same shoes as them. You're showing them what's possible and what they're doing with their lives now. And so they're hurt. But you didn't do anything wrong. All you're doing is something positive. So that was why it happens in the first place, why these people lash out for you just trying to do something good with yourself. But part two to this, how do we fix this? So you're not going to be able to just yank people with you in your personal development journey. Some will come with you, most will not. So what you need to do, put space between these people, because you can't have people around you trying to break you down. That's just not beneficial. If you're trying to raise that frequency, climb up that frequency chart, and these people are tearing you down with hatred and anger, it doesn't help anybody. So you need to put space, set firm boundaries, but don't hate them, because again, it's not an attack on you. They would do that to anybody. That's a reflection of themselves. They're just projecting their insecurities on you. So don't get mad. Don't get mad at them. Don't hate them. As long as you realize it's not personal, this is not something that they're doing against you, even though it may feel like that, it's not personal. So don't hate them, but you need to put space between them, because these other great people that are already sober, already hitting the gym, that want to take you into their circle, you will not come across them until you cut these other people off, because you can only see that of the frequency which you're on. So if you're vibing low and everybody around you is just full of anger and hatred and they're loathing in this, you're not going to be able to see anything but that. You need to be able to withstand the test. That's a test from above of getting sober and being able to say to yourself and act through it. Do it with conviction. Being able to tell yourself, I would rather be sober and in good shape alone than I would be fat and drunk with these people who are supposedly my friends, but they're lashing out on you. You have to be able to do that, because as soon as you do that, these other people, the doors will open for you to meet these other amazing high-level people that are really there to love you and elevate you, because they've taken the same steps themselves. They know how it feels. It's happened to me. It's happened to many of my friends. It's happened to all of my mentors. It's part of the journey. It's the first test, guys. It's going to happen. And until you pass the test, not much is going to change. And so you need to. You can't drag these people with you. You're not going to change their minds. These are deep rooted insecurities and things. Like, that's why you have to. So, self actualization, you need to make the best version of yourself first. That's the first step. Then you can give that person to the world. Because some of the people that didn't like me when I started this have come around and started asking me for help. And I'm helping them with open arms, because it's not personal, guys. What they said and what they did to me previously has no effect on me because it wasn't personal. I know they were just projecting insecurities, and so I'm helping them. That's how it goes. You can't lead with hatred and anger. You need to fix yourself first, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And as soon as you fix yourself, give it to the world. And it does not matter what beliefs you hold about these people. If these people are trying to drop the drink and fix their lives and do these things, you help them, because it's not your choice. The universe gets to decide that. And we are all together. We are all under the same set of rules. So you need to help everybody you can once you get to that. But the first piece is fixing you, filling your cup up so you have some to give to others. And if that comes from having to drop these friends for now, then so be it. Because I promise you, there's better ones that want to elevate you and be around you and truly see you succeed and keep you accountable and prove to you through action that they love you, that they don't want to hold you back. So break it off, guys. You're going to have to. Break it off, stay sober, do the stuff, and the people will come. And if you don't feel like they are, hit me up. I will always support you. Dropping the drink, hitting the gym, doing these positive things. I'll support anybody that does that, because it's hard enough to do. I understand. And if you need somebody in your corner, hit me up. I got you. I'll help you do that. I'll help you through the process, because that's all of our purpose. We have to make ourselves the person we truly love, to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of that person. So you need to become that, because I know how that feels now, and I'm trying to give that to everybody. So if you're hearing this and you're struggling with this, you're starting your journey and these people are hating on you, hit me up. Join a community of people that want you to elevate, that will push you to drop the drink, that will keep you accountable and push your life in a forward direction rather than keeping you in that same self-destructive cycle. Let's go, guys. Keep cooking. Let's go. We got to drop that stuff. First step is getting yourself right. Let's go. I love you guys.